What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to Madden 20 and the Chicago Bears Legends Fantasy Draft Series that I started. And you guys seem to really enjoy it, so we're bringing it here to the playoffs. That's right! We are in the divisional round of the playoffs. As you can see, we have a 15-1 record, so we only lost one game. And that was a game that we simulated very early on in the season, so it doesn't really even matter. I don't even know who we lost to. I guess I could check real quick and see who we lost to. That's the standings. That's not what I wanted to hit. I went too far down. But anyway, while I'm doing this, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I know you guys are. If you guys are excited for the playoffs and the Pro Bowl, we actually are going to play the Pro Bowl in the next episode. So if you guys are hyped for that, remember to smash that like button on the videos and show your support, because I know you guys are hyped for it. But let's get to the regular season. We simulated Week 4 against the Vikings and lost, which is actually pretty funny because we then played the Vikings in Week 17 in the last episode, and we crushed them 45-10 on the back of LT, LaDainian Tomlinson's 4 touchdown runs in that game. So that is where we're standing right now. I can show you the stats for the regular season if you guys are curious. I'm sure some of you are. 4,600 yards through the air for Matt Ryan, 52 touchdowns to 8 picks. He had a 139.5 passer rating. He threw an 85-yard touchdown, or just 85-yard pass, not touchdown pass. Rushing, we had a LT had 1,600 yards, 25 touchdowns. Barry Sanders had 585 yards on 5 touchdowns, and LT had 275 touches. That's pretty crazy. I didn't realize he had that many. Now receiving, Randy Moss had 88 catches, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. He had a long of 80. Calvin Johnson had 72 for 977 and 12 touchdowns. Jules had 54 for 782 and 9 touchdowns. Vernon Davis had 58 for 696 and 8 touchdowns. And you can see the rest. That's pretty much the main guys right there. Blocking, nobody really cares about blocking. Ray Lewis, the captain on defense, had 79 tackles. Excuse me. 79 tackles all by himself, 110 in total, 7 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, no picks, which is kind of surprising, him lurking in the middle of the field. 8 passes deflected. How many forced fumbles? How many forced fumbles? He had 3 forced fumbles, and 2 of them he recovered. Well, 2 he recovered. And then he had no touchdowns. He didn't get any taken back. But we did have a couple people who had some touchdowns. Now, who led the forced fumble category? Ray Lewis was tied with Troy Polamalu. Our 2 heavy, right there, our 3 heaviest hitters on defense all led the team in forced fumbles. And then safeties. Do we have any safeties on the team? No one had a safety. But there is 2 defensive touchdowns. Ibrahim Campbell and Troy Polamalu both had a defensive touchdown. Blocked kicks. Anybody have a blocked kick? Michael Bennett actually was the one who blocked a kick on the defense. Let's go back to tackles. See who was leading. Troy Polamalu had 91. Garyon Conley was in third with 78. There's the rest of them right here. And let's go to sacks next. See who had as many sacks. Anybody have some? Clay Matthews had 9.5. Geno Atkins had 8. And he had 8 after he was missing most of the season with an injury, so that's pretty impressive. Cam Hayward had 5.5, Michael Bennett had 5.5, Ray Lewis had 5, and Carl Nassib had 4.5. So that was a pretty good mid-season trade, bringing in Carl Nassib. Interceptions now. Who led the team in interceptions? Troy Polamalu had 2, tied with Garyon Conley had 2. So that is the defensive, or that is the player stats right here. Yearly awards. Jim Brown is probably going to win MVP unless Matt Ryan somehow sneaks into the #1 category, but Matt Nagy for sure will win the Coach of the Year. Let's go to the NFC. Jim Brown is obviously going to be the Offensive Player of the Year. Dick Butkus will be the Defensive Player of the Year. Rookie of the Year, Jim Brown. Dick Butkus, Defensive Player of the Year. Best QB is Matt Ryan. Best running back is Jim Brown. Best wide receiver, obviously, is Randy Moss. Best offensive line is most definitely John Hanna on the Bears offensive line. Merlin Olsen is the best defensive lineman. Jack Lambert is the best linebacker, which is weird because Dick Butkus won the Defensive Player of the Year award, so that's kind of strange that he didn't win the Best Linebacker award, but that's okay. Logan Ryan actually wins Best DB with all the legends and other best players in the league. Logan Ryan somehow sneaks out Best Defensive Back of the Year. Dustin Hopkins wins the Best Kicker, and that is the stats. So let's get right into this game. There's no stalling. I'm ready to go. Let's get right into this game. We are home. We have home field advantage throughout the entirety of this playoff until we get to the Super Bowl, if we do get to the Super Bowl. But we will be playing the Carolina Panthers, and I did not check to see who they had on their team. I clicked it too fast. So we're going to have to watch and wait together, see who the Carolina Panthers are rolling out here against our Chicago Bears. Da Bears. They have Thurman Thomas, which is pretty cool. 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns. Jack Ham, 80 tackles. Wow. 80 tackles for Mr. John Ham.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special.
Quiet down, coach.
Now, this great venue has hosted some
Here we go.
playoff games over the years, and these
First round of the playoffs, the official first. Nobody cares about the wild
Soldier
card.
Field in Chicago.
Juju Smith. Oh wait, no, that's not Juju. I saw number 19 and I thought it was Juju. I've been playing too much on my own. Teddy Yin is who I should have said. He's taking that kickoff, gets up to the 27-yard line. Let's see how this high-powered offense can do when it's cold outside. There's a chill in the air. Everybody's going to be hurting. It's the end of the season. There's playoffs here on the line, a chance to go. And Barry Sanders is injured on the first touch of the game. That is not good. We're going to have to rely on that passing game on the back of LT. Who do I like here? I like Randy. He's wide open. Cut it back upfield. Take a juke, get a couple more yards. Good job, Randy. That's why you are the best wide receiver in the game right now, and you're only a rookie.
Good for 26 and a first down. Here's Ryan to throw.
Who's got it? Calvin's got it. Megatron takes it downfield. So we're starting off pretty strong here. Besides that Barry Sanders hiccup. And LT. Oh no! Randy. You didn't see that I was taking the outside pass on that one. That's kind of frustrating. I could have had a touchdown on LT's first touch of the game. And Julian Edelman catches that slant for a touchdown, and we strike fast. We strike early here in our first playoff game. And Barry Sanders has a broken collarbone and out for the rest of the game. Hopefully he's not out for the playoffs. That's going to be a big hit to our team. And if it's a broken collarbone, that most likely means he's going to be out, right? We do have James White, who never really played when I was playing. He might have played a little bit in simulations. Probably not, because third string running back doesn't really play at all in simulations or at all, if ever. So luckily I know how to use him because I am a Patriots fan. So I've played as James White on numerous occasions. So if need be, if LT needs a break, then we can definitely get James White up in here. Who's their quarterback? Number 8. Who is that? Jackson. I don't know who Jackson is. We do know they have Thurman Thomas, former Bills legendary running back.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Ooh, false start on the offense.
Didn't happen on that play.
False start, offense.
Let's see if Geno Atkins can put some pressure on their quarterback here. I definitely missed playing with Geno Atkins while he was out with an injury.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And Joseph right there to cause some trouble for the receiver, not letting them get any big yards.
Charles, what's the mindset here?
So they have Geronimo Allison who just caught that pass.
Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think
oh, Geno, he's a fast mover. Is it Lamar Jackson? It might be Lamar Jackson. It is Lamar Jackson, okay.
You think to yourself,
he's a speedy boy.
All the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get
so now we know it's Lamar Jackson. So now we got to play a lot of QB contain. A lot of QB contain. We got to get to him quick. Big hit. Tried it. I tried the big hit on Conley with Conley, but the animation didn't allow it, I guess. Ooh, Allen Robinson. They have a decent receiving core, actually. Yes, Cam Hayward did not fall for it, and Lamar Jackson is tackled for a loss. Clay Matthews was also in the backfield as well, but he didn't really factor much.
Hold the point of attack and get upfield serves him very, very well.
Oh, Lamar's moving again. Ibrahim Campbell misses. Conley gets blocked. Joseph is there. He has to come across the field to catch Lamar Jackson. This is going to be a tough day and a frustrating day if Lamar Jackson keeps breaking contain.
There's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Big hit and a fumble from Sean Taylor causes a fumble, but it goes out of bounds. So it means I don't know what I was trying to say there. It means nothing is what I guess it was. Gino. Oh, Troy! He tips it, but he tried to lurk that one. He was lurking, and he just was a little bit late on the timing to undercut that pass. He did knock it down, though, which is also good. Oh, the pressure. Clay Matthews is there. Pull him down. And we get to him. Geno Atkins finds a way to get to him along with Cam Hayward. They get the half sack. They share that sack. And that sounded really weird out of context. Nobody cut that up. But they're gonna kick this field goal, and they do hit it, so it's 7-3 ball game here. In the end of the first quarter, we gotta figure out. We gotta do a little bit of in-game adjusting to account for Lamar Jackson. We haven't played a quarterback who can move with the fluidity that Lamar Jackson can. So we're gonna have to play a lot of QB contain on this defensive series coming up. But first, we got to focus on our offense without Barry Sanders.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35.
I'm liking the way that Randy's route's looking. We've run this route before. He's beat it before. Oh, and I fell for it.
Trevor Williams with a pick, and they will take
that was 100% my fault. And I accidentally hit a button. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. I fell for it. I didn't look at the route Calvin was running, so I saw him beat his coverage on that, and he was wide open down the field. So I held big force fumble, and Geno Atkins gets the recovery. Michael Bennett forces the fumble, and Geno Atkins gets the recovery. Well, that just made up for that. That's pretty cool. But what I was saying was, I misread the coverage or the route that Calvin was running, so I threw it as a lob because I got super excited. I saw Calvin Johnson was uncovered down the field, and then as I hit the button, I realized it was a comeback route, and he cuts back, and he gets picked off, and I get picked off. But we do make up for it on the next drive with Randy Moss, who just can't be touched. He's the best in the league, and that's why I drafted him with our first pick in the draft. That's how last drive should have went, instead of me throwing a horrible interception. But we're back up in this game with the surprising Lamar Jackson fumble. I didn't know that Michael Bennett was hit him even hard enough to cause a forced fumble, but it worked, and Geno Atkins just happened to be right there, so we're going to take it. Let's see if we can get another one, actually, or just another turnover in general.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas.
Good job, Polamalu, getting right there. And Thurman Thomas gets injured on the hit from Troy Polamalu.
And it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up.
So we get to see who their backup is now.
We'll step aside.
Oh, good hit from Clay Matthews, keeping him from that first down marker. And now let's bring the house. Bring the house on Lamar Jackson and this Panthers offense.
Get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football.
Don't let him breathe. And there he is. Stopping that bad boy, Carl Nassib. That's what I'm talking about. Great tackle. Bringing him down before he could reach the ball to the first down marker, and they get a 3 and out. And we get the offense back out on here. The high-powered Bears offense.
Now it's Ginn.
Oh, Teddy. Teddy had a little bit of juice in him. He could have took that one to the house.
Return of 8, and the Bears take over.
Okay, let's give some touches to LT. He's coming off a historic performance in the last game of the season, so we might as well keep him hot. Give him some big touches in this playoff game. We need him.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive.
They're taking off the press coverage on Randy. I was going to audible out of that if they were going to keep the press coverage on him. Ooh, they got Jadeveon Clowney. That's pretty cool. Okay, so they're not keeping press coverage, so I'm going to take advantage of that. They're playing pretty loose, so these slants are going to work to perfection. Look at that. Randy Moss is wide open. That's what happens when you don't play press coverage with Randy Moss. A simple slant route can go for a touchdown any day of the week when you got Randy Moss running the ball. They shouldn't have slacked on defense right there. I recognized the coverage. They took off press on Randy and they went to more of a zone, and I found the hole in the zone, and Randy found the hole in the zone, and he took it to the house. 21-3 in the middle part of this game, the middle part of the second quarter. We are looking very dominant, and we are probably the favorites to win the Super Bowl by Vegas if Vegas was in this game. That was kind of a bad play by me. They had a very open space to work in.
A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive.
And Clay Matthews right in there to stop him after gaining 2 yards. Or a yard, just a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive
Thurman Thomas, I think he's back now. I think it was just a stinger injury. Oh, he runs right into Carl Nassib. Lamar Jackson runs right into the open arms of Carl Nassib, who just brings him back down with him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know,
Lamar Jackson just running like a chicken with his head cut off. He doesn't know where to run, and my lineman's just sitting there like, okay, please come right into my arms. Ray Lewis gets beaten in coverage. I don't know why he was on a receiver, but he gets beaten by, who is that? Is that Alshon? No, that's Geronimo Allison. 2-minute warning of the first half. 21-3. Let's see if we can force another turnover here. That's what we really need. Gino, he's only guarded by one guy. Big hit, forced fumble. DRC with the recovery. I'm pretty sure that was Sean Taylor. I'm pretty sure that was Sean Taylor with the big hit. Causes the fumble. DRC picks it up, and we're back in business here. LT getting some more touches late in this half. It's too deadly, the defense right now. Okay, they're playing press now, so I think Randy's going to be able to beat this one. It's going to be too easy, too deadly. He hasn't beat it. He hasn't beat it yet. And Matt Ryan just overthrows it by a little bit. I was kind of hoping he would beat it, but he didn't. So I kind of just threw it away. But Calvin here, they're kind of all bunched up over here. Calvin breaks free and gets loose. Probably should have threw it to Calvin. But we're not punting it. We don't punt in this game. Who punts in Madden? I don't even know why punters are a thing in Madden. Nobody punts. Well, we're going to go for it here. 4th and 9. We got a pretty good size lead, and we're just going to take a possession catch with Vernon Davis just to make sure that we can get the first down. That's usually what I do when I'm going on 4th down. I usually run a vertical route and just hit possession catch. A nice lob. Oh, a deflected interception.
Trevor Williams with a pick.
A deflected interception.
29.
And they're back in business here late in the game.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone.
I tried to get cute with a lob, and it got deflected and fallen right into the arms. And Sean Taylor, he comes right back, gives us the ball right back. Sean Taylor is an absolute wrecking ball. He's a one-man wrecking crew. Sean Taylor, baby, causes a second forced fumble in this quarter.
When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch
and LT gets laid out by the corner there. That was pretty scary. Pretty big hit. But let's see if we can at least get a field goal or something here late in this game. Give it to A.J. Brown, who jukes. And I don't know if he got a first down. He might have got a second one. Oh, he got a first down, it looks like. Good job, A.J. Brown. His first, I think that's his first catch of the season here in the playoffs. Okay, Randy, I'm looking at you, boy. I'm looking at you for a big play. I'm going to give him the chance. I am going to give Randy the chance. Aggressive catch, and he dropped it. I thought for a second that he pulled it down. Okay, now we just got to focus on getting a field goal. So I'm going to run a 4 verts. I'm going to look for Vernon Davis and Julian Edelman, whoever gets open. Neither one of them got open. I break out of it somehow, and we're just going to have to run it. I forgot what button Julian Edelman was, so I just threw it.
And just like that, on we head to half.
Well, that didn't go. That didn't go as I planned, but that's okay.
Trip to the NFC title game.
We're moving on to the third quarter here. We had a up and down first half on both sides of the ball. The down part on defense was figuring out that they had Lamar Jackson, but we've kind of contained him now, at least in the end of the second half. We started to figure out how he was going to run. He started to just run into my defenders. I don't know what he was doing there, but Ray Lewis catches Thurman Davis like a fly in a net.
That it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there, but this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays.
They're doing a little bit of movement, with the tight end.
The second half too, and they're scripting something.
And they're running it again, but Geno Atkins is there to slow down Thomas. A 3rd and 5 for this Bears defense. Can we get another 3 and out?
You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game.
And a nice pass. A nice pass from Lamar Jackson. Hit that right on the money. I gotta give him credit on that one. That was a bullet to the outside.
One-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And Clay Matthews was not fooled. And he hurts Thurman Thomas again. It's a good thing we didn't draft Thurman Thomas because he seems like he gets hurt every game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm just getting that vibe from him. If he's already gotten hurt twice in this game. Oh, Troy Polamalu took the long way around, but he delivers a boomstick to the running back.
Stops make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Bears.
To come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle too.
And they drop a little dinky pass, and it doesn't get anywhere where they needed to go. They tried to get fancy on the Bears defense. They tried to catch us off guard, thinking we were sleeping. They're going to try and catch us sleeping. We're not sleeping. We ain't sleeping. We're going to catch that every day of the week. And now we get the ball back, and I can start to focus on winning this game actually instead of just padding Randy Moss's stats.
So here are the Bears now as they get set.
I need to stop getting cute with my passes and just go for it. Run the ball with LT. He's an absolute animal.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
oh no!
He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery.
Matt Ryan got hit on the throw and fumbles it. and Jadeveon Clowney is right there to pick it up and drive it right into the end zone.
I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it.
Oh,
that's all they discussed.
that didn't go well.
How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of shell shock here.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice
We're
work
starting
on the
to get a
return as they start to
little
drive
uncomfortable
just past the
in late in
30-yard
this
line.
game. We need to start playing our brand of football,
Here's the
our
Chicago
brand of ball.
offense
That's what we
coming
need to
back
do.
out onto the field. They're right
Which is
back
just
out there after watching
run
it
the
go
ball
other
with
way. Still in
LT,
control of this
smash
game. It
mouth
needs to serve as a
football
wake-up call
right
because they're
up
not
the
there
gut.
yet.
No, the message should be clear.
And then when that
Coaches
doesn't
can
work,
change pretty quickly when you turn the
lob
ball
it to
over.
Randy
You
Moss.
gotta take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away
We're
quickly.
playing press coverage on
Third
Randy
quarter,
Moss.
you've
Oh
got
my
the
God.
lead. You're not
If
ready
there's
to go
not a
into that
safety in
4-minute offense
coverage,
to close the game
I'm
out.
hitting this.
The running game can
And
really
Randy's going to
benefit your team
aggressive
right now.
catch it.
They take
No,
a
he's
shot
not.
downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The positioning here is
Their
key. As a
stupid
defensive back,
safety
you're taught 99%
was
of the
covering
time,
over the
make a
top.
play
I
on
didn't
the
know he was
football.
helping.
But in this
I
case,
thought he was
making
going to
play on the
slack off to
man
the
was all
side,
the difference.
but
That's
he
what
did
forced
not.
him.
And I get
Pressure comes in. He's brought
sacked
down.
by
It's a
John Hamm.
Panther sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go.
We're going to go for it here. This is where the big bucks are made. Julian Edelman does not get the first down.
What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure
He
out,
didn't get
you
it.
see and get it
I
clear
threw
that
it too
maybe there's
early
gonna
on
be
that
some
one.
Pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Well, this
The
isn't
biggest
good.
one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero
Sean
accountability.
Taylor
and
tries
the
to
sack
strip the ball that
resulted.
time, but it doesn't
And they'll
work.
wind up
Oh, they got
getting this
Jason
one
Witten.
all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the
This is
NFL
going to be
now, isn't it? Because when the
a close
big
game
fella
here in the
runs
end. I can
routes,
just feel it.
It used to be when we were kids.
Is that Thurman Thomas? Nope, that's Orleans Darkwa. He's still in the game. Thurman Thomas must have gotten seriously hurt on that
Some of the
second
most
injury.
unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people
Oh,
to
Jason
make
Witten
tackles,
tried the
and
dive
when he can make a
to
play
get in the end zone,
himself,
but we
as
stopped
we
him just
saw
before.
there, that's a big day.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard
Good job.
to
We brought the
overcome
house,
a
and Michael
6'6"
Bennett gets to him.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what
One
great
more
tight end
quarter,
told me
6
once.
minutes of
He
football,
told his
boys,
quarterback,
and
just
we're going
make sure
to the
you throw it over
championship.
there. You know, kind of like put
We
up
want to
on the
make it
top
to the
shelf
NFC
where the
Championship
kids
game.
can't
This is
get.
where we do it. The final minutes of the game. Carl Nassib and 2 others. It looks like Geno Atkins and Clay Matthews got there to affect that
After
pass.
he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws.
And Nassib is there, but he gets it off before, and they get the touchdown. Nassib was there, but not quick enough.
And the Panthers have got it back.
And they're
to
going
a
for 2.
one-score game.
Let's see if we can stop
So
them
a
here.
big play coming for the Panthers.
And they get a
They'll
false
go
start
for
penalty
2.
by Jason Witten, it looked like.
False start, offense.
So now what do you do as it comes back to the 7?
I
A
think
2-point
you stick with
conversion
your
at the
strategy. You've
7-yard
already told
line
your team you're going for 2.
is
You
kind of
dial up a
impossible.
different play. The only saving grace, a bit more room.
Stop
to
him, stop him!
if you decide to
Thank
throw the
you.
ball especially.
That was too
So
close.
Nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight.
Good
after
job,
that
defense.
as
I wouldn't
he's
get too
brought
hyped
down.
yet. We still got 5:55 left to go. And they're not down by that much. See what Teddy Ginn can do.
Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time,
Almost broke that one.
unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
Okay, let's see if we can actually get the momentum back on our side. It seems like the momentum has completely swung to the Panthers side of the bar, side of the spectrum. I guess.
Second and right at a yard. So the solid run on first, and
There we go. We got the first down.
no real hurry to
Good
run
job,
that
LT.
second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock.
It looks like we're going to play the winner of
He's not gonna let the
Eagles
ball be
and
snapped until it's
49ers
inside
here
3 seconds left on the play clock.
if we manage to pull this one out.
Try to run it up on your play.
Nice touch, cold-blooded too.
Nice little drop off to Calvin Johnson. I tried a little fancy juke on him, but it didn't really fool him that
It's
much.
second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
Edelman gets the catch. I tried the catch and run. I should have tried the catch and run. I hit the possession catch because I thought I was going to get smacked. I thought I was going to get mollywalked by that corner, but it didn't happen. So I probably could have got even more yards. But
he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a
Edelman, he turns it upfield. That's what I really needed right there, was a nice catch to get some positive yards. 2nd and 4.
The perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great
and LT tries a juke. He tries to spin around his way to get a couple more yards. See if he can carry us into the end zone. Oh, it's looking like he's going to do it. It's nice stiff arm, but gets pulled down by the next defender.
They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them.
I think I could catch him asleep here. I could catch him sleeping.
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense?
Oh, nice undercut block from John Hanna. That's why he's the best offensive lineman in the league.
Nice effort to knock
that was deadly.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you this.
Okay, we got James White here to finish it off. I'm going to try and catch him asleep here. Calvin Johnson. Got it. Yes! I knew if Calvin won the battle at the line that he would get that touchdown. So as soon as I saw him shove the corner to the side, I knew that he had won that and was going to catch the touchdown.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives.
28-16 here in the divisional round of the playoffs. Can the Bears hold off the Carolina Panthers and move on to the NFC Championship game next week at Soldier Field?
When you get a chance to call it.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan.
Pulling down. He's going to break it off. What in the world?
30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
What in the world just happened?
75 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he dance around all those linemen and managed to, excuse me, I can't even speak because I'm just in shock. How did he do that? How did he manage to dance around all those linemen and score that touchdown, bro? That's crazy.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the
all we got to do is hold the ball now. We got 2 minutes and 3 seconds to salt this game away. We're going to get this last play before the 2-minute warning, and then they're going to use all their timeouts.
Situation, you got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
Obviously, we run the football. We got to get these timeouts gone so that even if we don't score, the pressure is put on them. With no timeouts to use. So there's one.
Gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away.
Let's get number 2 out of the way. We got. Oh, I just realized it's 3rd and inches, so we really got to get this first down.
Warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll look for the
LT gets it. He got it. That's all that matters. And he dances around. LT, can he pull away? He pulls away from the defense. LT for a touchdown. After I was just saying how on the last drive I couldn't believe how the running back danced around and got his way into the end zone. LT on the very next drive does the exact same thing, dances around the defense and gets in for a touchdown, who puts us up by 12. Now late in this game, I can't even believe what I just saw, man. That's crazy, bro. He just did the exact same thing that their running back did, and I accidentally called timeout. Oops.
Now the Bears going to call the first
my button or my finger accidentally hit the button.
They have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Jackson going right side.
And Jason Witten, he did find some open space, but Troy Polamalu cuts out his legs and stops him after he gets the first down.
And just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Probably a holding.
Able to get this to the 40-yard line.
Give me that holding,
before he's
ref.
out of bounds.
Holding.
Yes.
Offense.
Thank you. Frank Ragnow gets the holding
That's
call.
a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden
That was a big
yardage in the
pass play,
game.
too. I'm glad they got a holding on
That's going to count
that.
as that because now it doesn't go on the books.
And Michael Bennett is in the backfield even before Lamar Jackson handed the ball off. He was there real quick.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And DRC isn't in the right spot to pick that off, but he does get the tackle before he can turn upfield. So they have under a minute left. All their timeouts are basically useless now because it's under a minute. So.
From the gun, Jackson.
And Geno Atkins seals it, baby. Geno Atkins. Oh, they're going to have one more play. Yeah, I forgot. Fourth down. They're going to go for it. But Geno Atkins basically seals this game with a big clutch sack. And Jonathan Joseph doesn't knock it down. They pulled it down. Wow, okay, so it's not sealed yet. They still have a bit of a chance. It may be a small one, but they have a chance. And Ibrahim Campbell almost picked off his most important pass of the season right there. That could have sealed his spot on the team forever. I'm so glad they didn't call that offside. Big hit from Troy Polamalu, tries it, and they use their last timeout. 20 seconds left. Can we seal this game? They would have to score on this play, get the onside kick, and score again. Is it possible? Ray Lewis, he hunts him down, and they're going to run the clock, and 2, and 1, and your Bears are going to the NFC Championship game. It may have been a little tight at the end. It may have been a little bit of a clincher, if you know what I mean, at the end of that game, more than I would have liked it to be. But in the end, your Bears, your Chicago Bears, are back in the NFC Championship game, I think for the first time since they went to the Super Bowl. Back in, what was that, 07 or 06, something like that, 06 maybe? Is the last time they were in the Super Bowl? I don't know. But Matt Ryan, 227 yards, 4 touchdowns. LT had a touchdown, I think. Yeah, he had the crazy one that I couldn't believe that he actually did it. But your Bears, your Chicago Bears, on the back of Matt Nagy, the BU campaign is working. Sean Taylor had some very impressive big hits to cause some fumbles late in the game. And your Chicago Bears are going to upgrade these players and go on to either play the 49ers or the Eagles here. We're going to find out real quick. First, we're going to see how bad the injury is. Barry Sanders is out for the season. We are going to put him on the IR because he is out for everything. He will not be back. A 6-week injury is... Next week is 5, Pro Bowl is 4, Super Bowl is 3. So he is out for the rest of the season. We are going to simulate real quick to see who we are going to play, and then I'll leave it on a cliffhanger right there for the next episode. We are playing the 11-5 Philadelphia Eagles at Soldier Field for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. If you guys are hyped for the NFC Championship game, remember to absolutely smash that like button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads, and hit that subscribe button to show your support on the channel and on this series. You know I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!